I'm going to introduce you to a form of yoga known as Gyan Yoga. The word Gyan means understanding, it means wisdom. The word yoga means work. So we are going to work through into wisdom using this process. In Gyan Yoga, I would like you to observe your body, be aware of your body, understand your body, and allow it. As you follow me in the asanas I'm going to show you, you will feel your mind becoming still. The thoughts will no longer arise in the mind, and you will be calm and peaceful. When you are in this state, you will become aware of your soul. You will experience light, you will experience peace, you will experience happiness. This is a journey unlike any other journey you have ever taken earlier. The power of Gyan Yoga is immense. Come and join me on this journey. In this process, I am going to show you certain asanas. I would like you to observe me the first time I do it, and then to follow me on the second time I do it. In between each asana, we will rest for a period of 2 minutes with our eyes closed. After 2 minutes, I will ask you to open it again and repeat the same asana again a total of 3 times. Come, join me on this journey. Please note the position of my feet. My heels are about 12 inches apart. My toes are about 24 inches apart. I would like you to place your hands now on your hips, holding your hips firmly with 4 fingers pointing forward and the thumb pointing on the backward side. As you breathe in, I would like you to open your mouth fully and breathe in deeply from the mouth. The reason I want you to breathe in from your mouth is because the air entry from your mouth is far greater than the air entry through your nose. So let us begin now. We bring our hands up to the hips. Hold the hips firmly. Open your mouth and breathe in deeply, bringing down the diaphragm and bringing out the belly as you breathe in. As you breathe out, the diaphragm goes up and the belly goes in. We repeat it 3 times, and after the repetition, we rest. We will now place the hands by the side, and keeping the eyes closed, we will rest for a period of 2 minutes. During this process, feel the changes which are taking place in the body. Feel which areas are getting a blood circulation. Feel, are there any areas which are tight? Feel, are there any areas which are loose? Feel the changes taking place in the body. Breathe in slowly and deeply during the process. You will feel the relaxation of the body. You will feel an improvement in the circulation. You will feel the mind becoming calm. As a result of the calming of the thoughts of the mind, you will find your alertness will increase and you will become more aware of whatever is happening around you during this process. feel what are the changes which have taken place in your body during this period. After that, we raise our hands again to the waist and repeat this for a process of 3 breaths, breathing in deeply into the belly with each breath and noticing the changes which are taking place in the body during this whole process. Please note the amount my stomach is going in and the chest is going out, indicating a full contraction of the diaphragm. We now will rest again for a period of 2 minutes. See which are the areas of the body where the circulation has improved. See where you feel the air going. See which are the changes taking place in all parts of your body. Bring your hands up again and hold the hips firmly. Breathe in deeply a total of 3 times. Taking big deep breaths. As you take the breath, you should feel a pulling up of the heels. You should feel the arches in your feet rising. You should feel your head becoming clear and calm, and the mind becoming still as you go through this. Now in the next asana, I'm going to ask you to raise your right hand up above your head and bend the whole body. to the left hand side. Now we then take the left hand up and bend it fully towards the right hand side. Over here, the bending is in a single plane. The body should not be twisted during this process. This asana helps to open up and loosen up the ribs on either side, allowing a better air entry into your lungs. Now we put down our hands and we rest. Observe the changes taking place in your body during this period of rest. We will now repeat the asana again. Note that as you are doing it, you will be able to bend further than what you were able to do the last time. As we are going up, we breathe in. As we come down, we breathe out fully. That this allows alternate air to go into each lung, thus ensuring that the lungs open up and you have a much better airflow through your lungs. We will now rest again for the next 2 minutes. We will now repeat this asana for the third time. By this time, you should be feeling a loosening in your chest and a greatly increased air entry into each side of your lungs. It will also create a stretch in your armpit all the way down to your ankle, helping to stretch those muscles and to improve the oxygenation all the way from the ankle all the way up to your side of the head. Now we again rest for 2 minutes. We will now repeat the asana again. Bring your right arm up to your left shoulder, your left arm up to your right shoulder. Breathe in through your mouth, bringing your elbows up. Breathe out, bringing your elbows down. Constrict your chest tightly as you breathe in. Allow the air to go into the base of the lungs at the back. Breathe in. Breathe out. Now bring your arms down. Keep them gently by your side. Close your eyes. Breathe and observe your body. This asana is useful for people with congestive heart failure who have congestion and accumulation of fluid in the base of the lungs. It is good for people with a problem in the liver. As we release the arms after this asana, there is a rush of blood going into the whole of the chest to cleanse and renew it. We will now raise the right arm to the left shoulder, the left arm to the right shoulder. Align the elbows and breathe in deeply, opening the mouth. As you do this, you will feel the air going into the base of the lungs. We repeat it again, breathing up, keeping the upper part of the chest tightly constricted. We repeat it a third time. And then we bring our arms down and allow ourselves to relax. And let the blood go into the area of the lungs which was constricted, being able to clean and renew that area. You have now been enjoying the beautiful views of the river on which we do our yoga every morning at the clinic. We will now go ahead to repeat the asana a third time. You hold your right hand on your left shoulder, your left hand on your right shoulder. Try and cross your elbows, bring them as close as possible, and bring your elbows up as you breathe in and down as you breathe out. You will notice now that the air entry will have increased at the base of both lungs, both at the back and in front. You should also find that the color of your feet and fingers should have changed and become more red and oxygenated. We will now rest again for the next 2 minutes. In the next asana, I want you to bring your hands and place them on either side of your navel. I want you to move your arms backward, so they form a 45-degree angle with the body. Breathe in deeply with your eyes open as you go back. Breathe out slowly as you bring your arms back. We repeat it a total of 3 times. In this asana, your chest opens in a backward motion as well, and it is very good for the functioning of the abdomen. It helps to tone up the energy of the body. The center of gravity and balance of the body passes between the navel and the sacrum at the back. This is the center of gravity around which the body functions. By doing this asana, you improve the functioning of all the abdominal organs. You release the gas from the system and tone up the contractions of the intestine. Breathe slowly and appreciate the changes taking place in your abdomen. Place your hands on either side of your navel. Move your arms out smoothly backward, arching your back. Do this asana a total of 3 times. As you do this asana, feel the contraction around the anus. Feel the toning of the pelvic muscles. Feel the movements inside your abdomen. Keep your eyes closed and appreciate the changes taking place in the body. We will now repeat this asana for the third time. Ensure that your hands and your forearm is in a straight line while you do it. There should be no bending at the wrist while you are going through this asana. Please note the angle of my upper arm and the forearm during this asana. In this form of pranayam, we are going to inhale through the nose and breathe out forcefully from the nose as well. Breathe in, exhale forcefully from the nose. Breathe in, exhale forcefully from the nose. We do this a total of 3 times and should not be done by people who have had strokes or people who have got abnormal blood vessels in their brain. This asana uses the Venturi effect to drain the accumulated phlegm from the sinuses. Breathe in deeply through the nose and breathe out forcefully from the nose. We do it a total of 3 times. Try and breathe out as forcefully as you can. You will find as you do this, the phlegm will drain from your sinus and you will feel a drip going down the back of your throat. This is very useful when you have a headache due to sinusitis and when your sinuses are blocked. It also helps with piles. In people who have hemorrhoids, when they do this, the hemorrhoids improve. We will again breathe out forcefully 3 times. After this, you should feel your nose and sinuses should have cleared. In the next asana, I am going to ask you to place the palm of the right hand over the navel and the left hand at the back, with the thumb just around the level of the lower dorsal area and the little finger going into the crack between the buttocks. Breathe in deeply through the mouth, bringing out the belly for full movements. Breathe in gradually, a total of 5 times. Now allow your hands to come down, close your eyes and feel what is happening. This asana is very good for centering and balancing the body. The center of gravity of the body lies between the depression of the navel on the front of the abdomen and the sacral bone at the back. Your hands are placed over these two areas. As you do the breathing, the body starts to normalize and balance the body. In Ayurveda, we have a concept of the Navi, which is the center of gravity of the body. So we start the asana and breathe deeply 3 times, pressing in with the hand as we breathe out. We do it again. Focus on the changes happening in the body during this process. After doing it a 3rd time, we bring our hands down to the side and we rest. There are 3 X's which center around the body, which represent the ligaments which stabilize the body. These ligaments are attached to the lower end of the ribs and to the front of the pelvis. They form the shape of an X, with the center of the X being at the navel. The next X, it centers around the nipples and is centered at the lower end of the groin. The 3rd X starts at both shoulders and ends at both knees. The 4th X starts between the ears and is measured from the tip of the ears to the inside of the ankle. We normally take a string and we take the measurement between all these points. And if the lengths are unequal on either side, it means the center of gravity of the body is upset. We then adjust the ligaments or the muscles to bring this back into alignment. We are now doing the repetition of the asana again for the 3rd time. This asana is very important for us to center ourselves. We will often feel that we are unbalanced to one side. We may often feel that we are putting a lot more of the weight on one side. By doing this asana, you help the centering of the body and help to restore your body to a balance where it can function efficiently. Putting the load on either side of the body leads to many other health problems like arthritis, problems in the spine, problems in the hormones, and problems with the functioning of the digestive organs. So this is a very important asana to balance yourself. We are now doing the repetition of the asana again for the 3rd time. This asana is very important for us to center ourselves. We will often feel that we are unbalanced to one side. We may often feel that we are putting a lot more of the weight on one side. By doing this asana, you help the centering of the body and help to restore your body to a balance where it can function efficiently. Putting the load on either side of the body leads to many other health problems like arthritis, problems in the spine, problems in the hormones, and problems with the functioning of the digestive organs. So this is a very important asana to balance yourself. In the next asana, I am going to ask you to raise your arms so that the arms are at an angle of 90 degrees with the rest of the body, and with the forearm at a degree of 45 degrees, with the tips of the fingers just touching the temporalis muscle above the ear. I want you to gently touch that area and take a total of 5 deep breaths through the nose with your eyes half closed. Bring the hands up, place them just above the ears. Breathe in deeply and slowly through the nose. The eyes are half closed. The breathing is slow and easy and regular. After we have taken 5 breaths, we bring our arms down slowly and keep it beside us. With the eyes closed, we continue to breathe slowly and deeply. This asana is very good for relaxation. The body stores a lot of stress in the temporalis muscle. The temporalis muscle is attached to the jaw and controls the opening and closing of the jaw. When we are stressed, this muscle gets tight and it becomes hard for us to open our mouth. So this asana can send a wave of relaxation starting from your ears, which gradually spreads down through your body. After our rest period of 2 minutes is over, we then go on to do the same asana again for a total of 5 times. In your head. We now will put our hands up again and repeat the asana. Please note the position of my arms very carefully. The more exact your positioning, the better will be the effect of the asana. Note my arms are parallel with the ground. Breathe deeply a total of 5 times, and then gradually allow your arms to come down to the side of your body and relax and breathe deeply. Keep your eyes closed and be aware of the changes taking place in your body. As you do this asana, many of the problems you may have, like headaches, which are due to tension or stress, you will find your sinuses will begin to drain. You will find the ears will begin to drain. The hearing will get clearer. You may feel a discharge coming down your throat. Continue to breathe deeply and slowly, being aware of everything from your feet all the way up to the tip of your head. You will feel many changes happening in your body if you observe. Now again, bring your hands up to the sides of your head, your fingers just touching the muscle above the ear, and breathe deeply and slowly in through the nose a total of 5 times. Keep your eyes half closed and observe your body. Slowly bring your hands down, keep them by your side and rest.
this asana, I want you to bring the thumb and the middle finger together to form a perfect circle. The forefinger is spread out, the ring finger is at an angle, the little finger is spread out. This is the mudra which we will use for doing the Om. You may hold your hands up like this, facing up to the sky. Open your mouth into the shape of an O and inhale as we breathe in, making the sound of Om from your palate. As you have now done this hour of yoga, you should be feeling quiet and peaceful, centered in yourself, and energized. As you do this, you will find your day will go easier. And if you can find yourself an hour every morning to do this yoga, you will find your life evolving and transforming itself in a way that you cannot imagine. Come and join me on this journey. And if you need further training in Gyan Yoga, you're welcome to come and join me at my clinic in Kerala in South India.